the Junior Quarter Midgets Victoria. But none of you know about it. Well, Belinda and I, because Damien wasn't available, went to their committee meeting. They're down the back of the Speedway. And after we'd driven in and found it, we saw these people standing on a little mound. And so we walked up, introduced ourselves and said, where are we having the meeting? And they said, here. Because they didn't have a building to have a meeting in. The meeting was on that mound of dirt. And when we found out what they're doing down there, we were blown away. Because, and I hope the advertising improves so that you all know when there's a meeting on down there. Anyone that's got grandkids or kids of up to 15 or something like that, I suggest you take them on down. So let me introduce Gary now to tell you about the shed.
Whoop. There we go.
We'll wreck it yet, you reckon?
Yeah,
Is that all right up there?
Good evening. Yeah, I've got a little story to tell. Thank you very much for inviting us along, and thanks to Andrew, Belinda, Libby, Damien and the directors of the bank. I wasn't initially at that first meeting. I was away on holidays. When you get to my age, you get to holiday a little bit. But yeah, it was a bit cold and dark and dusty out there. Well, it wasn't dusty, it was cold and dark, I believe. But our kids, I brought a photo along just to show you. So our club is a quarter scale. We're not sort of mainstream like you. That's what the little cars look like. They're just a quarter scale speedway car. We run on a 120 metre track. We've got roughly 160 members. We've got 40 cars within the club. Those 40 cars are shared probably between 60 children aged from 5 to 15. But we've always sort of had trouble raising money, which most clubs do, and not being mainstream. You sort of suffer a bit. And then we heard about the grants. We reckon that was... And the day Belinda rang me to tell me that we'd got this money, I had to bring our other committee person. I said, I think they're having us on. But no, they weren't. It was fantastic. So what we did, we built a club rooms. We built a shed through the bank, which was fantastic. Concreted the floor. I must talk to our councillors here about their planning permit costs. See if we can get that waived when we extend it. So that took quite a bit of money out of our...
I thought you were going to say the time.
No, the planning permits. Yeah, building permit was cheap. The planning permit was the issue. But look, no, it was fantastic. We've concreted the slab. We've got the shed up. It's all locked up. We just got to do a couple of little things to get it signed off by the people that do the permits. We've got in place for next year, and that was with the thanks to the Bendigo Bank, because that's where that money went into doing that. We're putting some money aside, and we're going to extend out the front of that to make a shaded area and concrete that in and for the kids and their parents. But we race out there, just a bit of a quick overview of what we do. We race out there Saturdays and some Sundays. The kids range from, we've got 4 classes. They can use that one car right through the 4 classes. Car costs around $5,000. We have novice, which are the 5-year-olds, which haven't raced before. They run a restrictor in the car, so they can't go very fast. Junior restricted, 120 class is a bit faster, and the 160s are the faster, older, 11-year-old to 15-year-old kids. Have all the safety equipment. We have a barbecue after the meeting for the parents and stuff. But look, it was just fantastic. It's urged the club now with this grant. It's urged the club now to, okay, get our finger out and definitely talking to the council about there, which I didn't realise you had. grants, see if we can get a little bit more out of them, which would, or a bit out of them would be good. But the grant has really urged the members to get going. That's what's really sparked our club up. So, but yeah. But thank you very much to the bank. It was fantastic.